So Sony recently teared down their new PS5, and here are some of the interesting things that you might missed in the teardown. Now the first thing is that the elephant in the room, and that is the size. Boy oh boy, the PS5 is going to be a chunky, big, beefy console. Just look at this picture. Here's the person and there's the PS5. It's really huge, man. Like in the pictures, I was like, yeah, it's gonna be big. But after seeing it besides a real person, I'm like, boy, it's like a little bit too big. Like literally, for a console, it's kind of a teeny tiny bit big, but that doesn't mean its competition is smaller. That is also a chunky machine. So 2020 chunky console year. Here's a new thing to say about 2020. Now the next thing you might have missed, and that is the stand. It is not a thing that you have to buy separately. It will come with the PS4 itself. Now you can use the stand and mount it vertically using the screw, and literally that screw was interesting because it's a type, I don't know what the proper like word for that screw, but it's the same screw that I'm using on my tripod, on the tripod plate to attach the camera. So it's kind of easy, and it's easy to like tighten it up and loosen it up. So it's kind of a great convenience to have. And also at the same time, you can use the same stand to use your PS4 5 vertically. What you just have to do is just rotate the stand and then attach it. It's kind of a like intelligent way to mount it vertically, and also it will give your PS4 a kind of a levitated feel. I don't think there is any cooling advantage you have if you use that PS5 vertically, but it's kind of a cool. And honestly, I'm one of those people who thought that the PS4 looks cool, and I was like, wow, this is different and I like it. Yes, so that was me, one of those people who liked the PS4 design. Now the next thing you might have missed is the storage. If you haven't looked at it closely, yes, you can see those memory modules or the storage modules clearly, but what you are not seeing, that fancy storage controller which is going to give you that super fast, blazingly awesome SSD speed. I don't know why I did that, but I thought it was gonna be cool, but it isn't. Now also at the same time there is an expansion slot for another PCIe SSD. Like Sony will introduce the certified PCIe SSD which you can add to your PS5 to expand your storage, and I think it is the better way rather than what Xbox is choosing to have a memory card type of device. Yes, it is more convenient to just you can slide it in and out, but I am a guy who loves to have a hands-on or intimate intimate relation with his product. So yeah, I love to open stuff, PCs and products. Now some of the rumors are that they are going to be much more expensive than normal SSDs, but at the same time it's going to be like this because those companies has to certify their SSD from Sony, so it's a cost they have to add with that. And also I know there's going to be one brand out there who's going to be like, we are for you bros, here's a bro fest, and this our product is like the cheaper than the whole competition, so buy our products. And also the more time goes on, there are going to be people who will found some workaround to add any SSDs to PS5. So that's not a thing. But what's a thing that you might have missed, except being it's a big chunky console? The cooling. Boy oh boy, the cooling fan was super big, man. It's so big, and also they are using a vapor chamber heatsink design, and look at those vents and look at that, the whole heatsink. It's so big, man. Like I'm sure the PS5 ain't gonna have any cooling problem. literally, like, it's a so chunky piece of metal. It's a big piece of metal that Sony is adding to cool their PS5. Now, talking about cooling, the most important thing or the most interesting thing that you might have missed is Sony is using liquid metal. Yes, and that is really amazing because not only it's kind of like falls into those exotic material in the PC industry, in the PC world, but also it is really hard to use it on a console or any product in that case, and then ship it out to their consumers. And we can clearly see that they are using foams to protect other things. And why you need to protect your motherboard or PCB? It's simple. Liquid metal is highly conductive material, like there is the word metal in it, so it can damage your like any components like motherboards or anything instantly. So why people use liquid metal? It also at the same time really great for cooling. Like I never used liquid metal, but there is a friend of mine who deleted his i7 CPU. It was like way back, I think probably in the Maxwell or Haswell era. He deleted his i7, he used liquid metal, and then like attached the whole thing back again. And I was like, oh my god, look at this thermal. And I didn't know there is something called liquid metal. Like previously I don't know what liquid metal was, and I'm like, what's this, man? It looks so cool. I was like, it's liquid metal, dude. And at that time, man, he was like the coolest person to me. Like, boy, I used to tell other friends, like, I know this guy who used liquid metals and not like using it as a thermal paste. He deleted his CPU, he opened the CPU, then used liquid metal, then attached it again. It was so cool. And also, yeah, so that's another thing to get excited about PS5. It probably won't likely like increase the performance of PS5, but it's gonna increase its cooling potential. So yeah, that's kind of cool thing. And you know what is cool? Liking this video. Yes, that's a cool thing. And you know what is not cool? Well, disliking this video. But again, you can do that. I'm totally okay with that, but it's not cool, man. It isn't. So you do you. But if you want to watch more videos from us, check out this video right here. And if you want to subscribe, do it by here. And this is Akash, and I will see you guys in the next one. Peace.